representing our club and just women's wrestling as a body.
Awesome. And what do wrestlers have to do to prepare to get to this level, to a state level?
I think there's a couple different parts. First, mentally, that's your foundation. You have to be able to embrace challenges, and you have to be able to accept failure, and you got to be able to accept the challenge of the possible outcome. And so mentally, it's just locking yourself into a space that says, I can do this, and I'm going to be challenged, but I'm going to rise to the occasion. And then physically, it's just effort over time, right? So you have to go to practice consistently. You have to get on a weight program. You have to manage your diet. You have to, go learn every day from your coaches and your experiences. So I think that we really talk about the collective where we're at, and it's just the embodiment of the process. Right? And so coming to the state tournament, you're really going to be excited about the opportunity to be here early on, right? You don't have to be here, we get to be here. So that's really just the gratitude piece is really important to what we're doing right now.
That's awesome to hear. And also, girls wrestling is getting huge, it's growing every year. What do you have to say about girls wrestling, and how do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, somebody who is a big advocate for women's wrestling and the growth of women's wrestling. Two things that really drive that home is the lessons learned through wrestling are universal, right? They're not gender specific. You learn integrity, you learn grit, you learn doing hard things, you learn gratitude. So those things are not gender specific, they're just people specific. And so when girls get to do that and they get to learn about it through a combat sport, through an individual contest, it just allows for growth to take place as young people, and that's really what we're doing.
That's so awesome. And what do you have to say to future wrestlers of today?
There's so much information out there. Get a plan and follow your plan, right? And then get guidance that will help you throughout your plan. You don't want to go in and just be like, I'm going to start doing this, and then start without having a plan, a place to train, a vision of what really you want to get out of it. And I think you're always ever changing, right? So your vision has to change, but the mission doesn't, right? And so when things happen throughout the course of your wrestling experience, you have to be able to acknowledge it, recognize it, and then go and find the people that are going to help you cross that bridge, right? So there's levels to wrestling. There's intro to wrestling, and then there's middle school and high school, and then ultimately for us this is the pinnacle of state wrestling. So in that process, you go and find mentors, and then you listen, and then you assess, and you evaluate, and then you attack it.